The film begins with Celestine, a young mouse drawing a picture of a bear with a mouse, with other mice watching as spectators. The mice all run to their bedside when they hear the footsteps of the director, who walks into the room. The director of the mouse orphanage recounted the terrifying legend of the great wicked bear. She exaggerated the details, claiming the bear would devour mice whole and tear them limb from limb. Huddled beneath their blankets, the young mice trembled with fear. Only Celestine stubbornly refused to accept the narrative that all bears were inherently evil. The director, clearly annoyed, declared that harmony between a bear and a mouse existed only in fantasy stories. Nevertheless, Celestine continued to sketch images depicting a bear and a mouse smiling together. Ernest is a bear who lives alone, far from the city. He is poor, hungry, and only has crumbs to eat, which is eaten by birds. Seeing as how he doesn't have anything to eat, he leaves his home in search of food. Celestine scaled the outside of a confectionery shop. Inside, a bear cub was crying because he had lost a tooth. His parents reassured him, explaining that a mouse would soon retrieve the tooth and exchange it for a gold coin. Hidden in the shadows, Celestine observed this tender scene, capturing the moment in her sketch pad. Unfortunately, her pencil slipped from her grip and clattered to the ground. The mother bear shrieked upon spotting the small creature. Celestine fled instantly. The father bear nearly caught her, but in a desperate move, Celestine snatched the fallen tooth. She leaped out the window and landed inside a garbage bin, which the father bear then came to cover up. Celestine found herself trapped. The following day, Ernest, a starving bear, decides to perform on the streets, hoping to make money from his performances. The bear police give him a notice and seize his instruments. Out of hunger and anger, he starts scavenging through the trash for a meal when he discovered Celestine sound asleep. He was about to eat her, but Celestine quickly offered information about a nearby place overflowing with sweets. They reached the candy shop window, and Ernest devoured the treats ravenously. Celestine navigated the sewers to slip back into the mouse kingdom and headed to the medical center. The first mouse proudly presented over a dozen teeth and was commended. The second mouse submitted 7 teeth, one of which was so pristine it was immediately used in a transplant procedure. Because of her recent entrapment, Celestine had managed to secure only a single tooth. The director seized her satchel, pulled out her sketchbook, and tossed it into the trash. He lectured her that being a dentist was the only viable path, not a painter. He insisted that lacking a bear's might, the Mouse Society's only protection lay in sharp teeth. The director ordered Celestine to acquire 50 teeth immediately or face permanent exile. Papa Bear was happily selling candy to children after school. His little son, disguised, bought some as well, causing Papa Bear's cheerful expression to instantly vanish. He cautioned his son to never consume those cavity-inducing sweets. It became clear that Mama Bear operated a dental practice directly across the street. They denied their own child candy, but encouraged all other children to damage their teeth so they could profit from replacements. This dental office was, conveniently, stocked with the very teeth Celestine required. Suddenly, Papa Bear noticed Ernest recovering from his large meal. Ernest frantically tried to escape through the window, but his recent indulgence had left him too large to squeeze through. The authorities soon arrived and captured Ernest, loading him into a vehicle. Celestine, having secretly followed, proposed a deal. She would release him if he helped her obtain the teeth from the clinic. Ernest accepted the terms and they made their escape together. Under the cover of night, they absconded with all the teeth. Celestine returned to the mouse hospital and collapsed from exhaustion. The director roughly grabbed her ear and began to scold her. Celestine calmly told him to stop, then opened her bag, from which a shower of teeth poured out. Everyone was astounded. Grinning, the director announced that Celestine was their greatest asset. A celebration erupted in the streets. During the merriment, a small orphan mouse noticed a bear in the room. The little mice panicked and scattered. but Celestine shouted Ernest's name. The mouse police began pursuing the bear. Ernest quickly fled the mouse kingdom via the sewer system. Simultaneously, the mother bear, outraged by the theft of her teeth, alerted the bear police. The mouse police were closing in, so Ernest blocked the sewer exit with a trash can. They planned their escape using the candy shop's delivery truck, but not before stocking up on candy. The bear mother screamed when she saw them. The bear police raced over just as the mouse police poured out of the sewer hole. Fortunately, Ernest sped away just in time, leaving both groups of police shouting in dismay. Ernest drove the truck back to his home. Celestine had nowhere to go and begged to stay, but Ernest slammed the door shut. Yet Celestine always found a way to reappear. Ultimately, she was permitted to sleep in the basement, where she fashioned a simple hammock. Suddenly, she heard beautiful piano music emanating from upstairs. She was shocked that Ernest could play such melodic tunes. She stayed up to draw a portrait of Ernest while he slept. Celestine was plagued by another nightmare. Giant waves composed of mice engulfed her entirely. She woke up screaming in terror. Ernest gently roused her. Celestine wept, feeling that no one in the world cared for her and that she was completely homeless. Ernest confided that he too was disliked by others. He praised Celestine's drawing from the previous night, affirming she was a true artist. When he learned that she was being forced into dentistry instead of being allowed to paint, he reciprocated by sharing his own frustration. He loved music and performing, but his family insisted he become a judge. Ernest created a small art studio for Celestine. Ernest soon fell ill, and Celestine nursed him back to health with great care. Ernest had a delightful dream where delicious food effortlessly appeared for him. However, a group of Celestine duplicates materialized and ate all his beloved food. This frightening spectacle woke him up. Celestine gently reassured him it was just a nightmare. He fell back asleep, and Celestine watched over him all night. Spring finally arrived. On a walk, Celestine spotted the bright red truck from before and worried its color would reveal their location. Ernest quickly retrieved a bucket of paint and a brush. He artfully painted the truck, camouflaging it perfectly within the forest. However, a heavy rain removed the paint job, sent the car sliding into town, and leaving a trail back to them. The bear and mouse police forces began their joint pursuit of Ernest and Celestine. Celestine pulled back the curtain to wake up Ernest. Their relationship had significantly deepened over time. Suddenly, Celestine saw the forest was swarming with bear police. She told Ernest to hide in the basement, claiming she knew how to handle the situation. But as soon as Ernest hid, the mouse police found him. Celestine tried to blend in by wearing a small bear mask, but a sudden gust of wind blew it off. Consequently, both were captured by their respective species. The mouse and bear councils were coincidentally meeting in the same location. The judges declared that shielding a fugitive meant sharing their guilt. Ernest and Celestine passionately defended each other. Ultimately, the judges decided to forcibly impose all charges upon the two of them. Just then, the mouse judge accidentally toppled a kerosene lamp. Flames instantly engulfed the hall. The mice panicked and fled in every direction. The fire spread upward, igniting the council chamber above. The bears also panicked and scattered. Ernest heroically pulled the mouse judge out of the fire. Outside, the mice watched, but none made an effort to help. On the other side, Celestine quickly chewed through a curtain and used it to extinguish the flames covering the bear judge. Once the bear judge regained his composure, he realized his own kind had abandoned him, while a mouse had saved his life. In that moment, both judges finally understood. Their enmity was not dictated by their species, but their deep-seated prejudice. Ernest emerged from the sewer, urgently calling out for Celestine. Under the watchful eyes of the crowd, the bear and the mouse shared a tight embrace. They returned to their humble home, where they decided to tell their story in a novel form.
And that is how the movie comes to an end. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and click on one of the videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.